you can learn how to code. Let's start off with for loops. So for for loops, since that's what you asked for, we're using Python for additional details here. If you want to iterate through a range, you do something like this. For I in range 10, print I. This should print between 0 and 9. It's inclusive, exclusive. Exclusive. So the last number not included, and the first, which is implicit, is a 0 right now, so it's included. So we see between 0 and 10 or 9, inclusive. So once we've done that, we should take a look at what actually is happening here. This is basically like start, stop, step. The start right now is a 0, and the step is a 1, moving forward one at a time. So it prints the exact same thing if you run it again. If you wanted to start at 2, you could change the first number to a 2. If you wanted to move 2 at a time, you could change the last number to a 2, and that's the step being 2. If you wanted to go backwards from whatever number you start at, you could change the last number to a -1. So let's change this to a 9, and then this to a -1, and we should go between 9 and 0. Yeah, just backwards. So that's sort of how you iterate over a range. What do you do if you want to iterate over all of the values in an array? So let's put like A, B, C, and I guess this is a list actually in Python. If you want to get the value, you would do something like this. For value in array, and then print the value. That's pretty straightforward. I feel like there's not too much to say there. I don't know if there's anything else about for loops that would be confused. Oh, I guess this is pretty useful. If you want to get both the index and the value at the same time, you can use enumerate. The index is always the first thing, and then the second is the value, string value. So now you get like 0A, 1B, 2C, like you would expect. And yeah, I think that's it for like for loops. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask another question. But yeah, this is the start.